Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to show you guys this pepperoni pizza bread I made the other day. It was really good. I found this recipe on Pinterest, so I hope that you guys will enjoy it and just continue watching to see how I made it. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing is the ingredients. So when I was filming this, I was actually talking to you guys, but there was a lot of noise going on and you couldn't really hear me that well, so I'm just doing a voiceover for this. So starting off with the ingredients, you'll need 1 can, 8 ounces of the Pillsbury Crescent dough sheet. You'll also need 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, about 40 slices of pepperoni. You can totally use a turkey pepperoni, and I honestly think that's what I'll do next time. But for this recipe, I ended up just doing regular pepperoni, and it came out just fine. It was just a little greasier than I would have liked. You'll also need 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of Parmesan cheese, and also a 3/4 teaspoon of Italian seasonings. Now, I didn't have the actual seasonings for Italian, so I just mixed a couple, some oregano, I mixed some garlic powder. Basically, what Italian seasoning has, I just mixed it in a bowl. The next thing you'll want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, so to start off, you will open your can. Once you open the can and it does that scary popping noise, you'll spread it out in a sheet. I just used a regular cookie sheet. I lined it with foil and I sprayed cooking spray on it. You have to try to make it as even as possible. Obviously mine is very messed up. And then spread out the mozzarella cheese on top of it. I did use the whole cup for this, and I just tried to make it as even as possible. The next thing you'll do is actually add your pepperonis to the cheese, and it says to add about 40 pepperonis. I think I added a little bit less, but it still came out pretty good. So here are all of my pepperonis now, and then I'm just showing you guys how you're supposed to fold it. So the ends on the right hand and the left side are supposed to go in, and then you just roll it. So I tried to do it with one hand, and I was like, I can do this, you can do this, Blanca. So I just kept going. Again, I am folding in the right side and the left side first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and roll it as you guys can see. Gave myself a thumbs up because I did it all with one hand. I was very proud of myself. And then a little helper came to me, so I had to carry him. He wasn't having a good time at all. So this is the egg. I beat it just with a whisk, and now I'm just spreading the egg all over the roll on the top just to get it a nice crispiness and a nice golden color once inside the oven. So I just went ahead and spreaded the egg all over the roll on the sides. I did a little bit on the bottom, but you don't really need to do that. And then I went ahead and mixed the Parmesan cheese and the Italian seasoning together, and I just spread that at the top of the roll as well. So I went ahead, I don't think I even used all the egg, I think maybe half the egg. And if you're trying to be, I guess, a little bit healthier, you could probably use egg whites, and that would probably work just fine. And then I went ahead and added the seasonings on top with the Parmesan cheese. And I just used all of the seasonings, and if you're eyeing Michael over there, you can tell he's not having a very good time. He's crying and, you know, wanting to just be held, and, you know, he was not having it at that time, was not having it. pepperonis left, so what I did, I just spread them out on the pan just because I didn't want to waste them and I was not going to be using them for anything. Plus, I love crunchy pepperonis, or crispy pepperonis actually. So I just went ahead and did that and kind of snacked on them throughout the rest of the night, to be honest with you guys. Now that I'm all done, I'm just going to put the pan inside of the oven. My oven is done preheating. Again, you will have to preheat it to 350 degrees. I was cooking this for about 20 minutes or so, and it did become a nice and golden brown. It was actually really good. And here is the end result, guys. I think it came out looking so good, and it was actually a lot bigger than I thought. We ate it between me and Michael, and we actually still had some left over. And you'll see at the end, I did make a side. I'm sorry about that, guys. I did make a side of Caesar salad, so we had the pizza roll and Caesar salad on the side. It was so good, so crispy, but so soft in the middle. And as you guys can see, I am cutting it, and then once you open it, it was just so nice and chewy on the inside. The pepperonis, it literally kind of tasted like you were eating a calzone, but something crispier, just because the dough sheet is a little thinner, but it was still so good, guys. I definitely recommend this for you guys if you have kids. I really do think this would be a hit because it's kind of like pizza, and who doesn't like pizza? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!